Welcome to the Our Daily Magic podcast, where we talk about rituals we can use to cultivate magic in our everyday lives. And also we talk about the magic that we're being in the world, the magic we wish to see, that is us. So we are here with a very, very special guest. But first, let's say hello to co-host Del.
Hello.
Jamie, thank you so much for being here with us. You know, I would love to give your introduction, but I'd actually love to put that in your hands. There's just so much that you do and so many talents that you hold. Would you please feel free to introduce yourself in your own words?
Well, thank you. I really, truly appreciate it again, for having me on here. Both of you are absolutely wonderful. I've actually been following your podcast and everything. I love it. Everything is just perfect. But okay. Anyways,
Mom is watching.
I know. She's like my biggest fan, I swear. Oh, Serena. Oh, goodness. It's a lot of love. Oh my goodness. So what I do basically, I gotta ignore all those comments right now. I'm just getting flustered. I apologize. What I do basically, I just try to get to know somebody through, learning a little bit more about their tarot profile and like what their life path number is. And then we look into utilizing astrology. So it does encompass a lot, so it does take time to kind of learn different aspects about yourself. But I love to get down to the nitty gritty of who you are specifically, like, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is that basically makes you who you are. It's what makes you happy, what you strive for, what it is you see, yourself doing within the future, how you can actually improve, your way of life, improve your life and improve the life of others, through your talents. And also learning, you're always a work in progress. You're never going to be perfect. You don't want to be perfect anyway. Like, you want to be unique. You want to have your own special side to things, and you want to know that you're special, because everybody is, everybody is absolutely unique. There's not one single person alike, and that's what I love since I've been going down this road and learning and reaching out to all these different people that I've met along the way who have just been absolutely phenomenal. It's just so enlightening. You just learn so much about different people and different aspects of life. And oh my goodness, it's just a beautiful thing. And it has driven me just straight for helping as much as I can. I've always done, helping random people, strangers all the time, my family, friends. It's one of those weird things, being an empath, people just, hey, what's going on? Let me tell about the weirdest stories I could possibly think of, or like the most deepest, darkest things you could think of. And you're like, oh, awesome. I will absolutely sit here and listen, because I love it. If I can help you for a minute or 5 minutes, or just, hey, high five, if that makes your day, I am so happy. I sometimes I can tend to be a little bit talky, so I will also make sure, I'll try to calm that down a little. But I'm very bubbly. I try to be as positive as I can, but I understand sometimes that doesn't necessarily always the case. Like, I know that you can't always have like woohoo great days every single day. It's a part of life. You got to go along with the ups and the downs. You got to navigate that way. So I try to be that light to help people find their way out of the darkness, because I've been there. I've been in that darkness, and I've had those people who were the lights, like, make me come out of it. My mom definitely being one of them. So.
And that's how we're starting our show today.
Sorry.
Being the light.
I know.
I'm
so sorry.
No, it's all good. It's perfect. So yes, let's welcome Jamie and let's get this show started. So we're talking about being the light, and showing people the way that you've, through actually paving it for yourself. Like, all of this is amazing. And you're bringing up some really key magical words like tarot, profile. I've got like so many awesome questions. And not to mention that, that you mentioned that you would be interested in doing some mini readings. I see some people already who are interested in the chat.
Oh, perfect.
I just want to ask you about like your story, like, can you tell us a little bit about how you got here?
Oh, well, I can try and figure out like the short version, but that's kind of like a, yeah, that's one of those things. No, I have to say my husband has been like the biggest, like, pusher, like, babe, you gotta do this, and he's always like pushing me to learn more, because he sees how excited I get over the this, and but he definitely has pushed me to get to this point, as much as I've gotten step by step of just living out all these different experiences to basically cultivate it to this moment. And I've been, goodness, when I was younger, I would babysit, she always had that type of, responsibility at a younger age. And then, I worked all these different types of jobs, retail, waitressing. I was a housekeeper at a hotel. I mean, all over the place, catering. It was just all over. You met so many different people, so many different walks of life. And I've been working in a career for the last 9 years, and that has taken me out of my comfort zone so many times. I've traveled, which I've never been able, like, I'm very small town girl. I've never really traveled by myself. So I was like, whoa. But it was fantastic. It took me out of my comfort zone. I learned so much, speaking to people, being able to speak in public, getting so much information, kind of like teaching people and helping people. That actually really introduced me to more people that I've come across, learning that, helping them, and they have also helped me. Like, actually, my friend Serena, who's watching right now, I know it. She actually was like the person who pushed me. She's like, nope, you're going to give me a tarot reading. It's going to happen. And I'm going to get you to do this. And she did. And ever since then, I was like, all right, hey, let me offer this. Let's do this. And I'm so excited. So, so that was huge, and I met her because of, I took myself out of the comfort zone, and it was fantastic. And, oh my goodness, there's just so much. It's just been all of this, information pushed along. And then, my husband's really been pushing me. I like study as much as I can. I get all this information. He sits there and he listens to me go on and on and on about this. And he's like, yeah, no, that's fantastic. And I love him for it. He absolutely he goes with it. And he helps me figure out different things too. So it's just all of it. It's, I just am thankful for just experiencing so much. Really, that's really what it's come down to, is experiencing different people and mindsets and personalities and situations and stories. I mean, my goodness, I couldn't remember. Oh goodness, yeah, she's silly with that. I was petrified of going into, and I actually got a little bit, further into than I've ever been. So
nice.
She got me to go in.
It's so funny how, like, pushing our boundaries can be so rewarding in ways that we don't even, like, we can't like, we don't have the cognition about at that time. But it's like, oh, I pushed my boundaries about this, and then the universe, gave me access to this over here. And it's like, it's really, really amazing, to be witness to the many ways that we can expand ourselves. So congratulations to you for stepping out of your comfort zone.
Ooh, yeah, big time. And I'm loving it though. It's so energizing, and it's I love it. Once it starts happening, I get going, and you just feel all the energy in your fingers, and you're just like, woohoo, let's do this. I'm so ready.
Nice. Awesome. So, like, what are some of the practices, we talk about rituals, meaning like routine, a morning routine. What are some of the things that really contribute to who you're being in the world now? Whether it's, you know, something that you do on a daily basis, something that you do, you know, based on other cycles and things that we have to our benefit.
Oh goodness, I love all that. It's really like trying to stay in that positive. Like I always wake up thinking, you know, grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful for anything and everything. My family. You know, the fact that I'm able to wake up in my comfortable bed in my house, and you know, I'm able to get around, and I have the opportunities that I have because I've constantly taken the steps that I need to take. And every morning I get up and I'm like, hey, this is what I got to do. I'm going to do it. Whatever it is I got to do, no matter if it's something that, it's going to really just make me feel frustrated. And it's going to be one of those situations where like, yeah, I may not want to do it, but you know what, why? It just move on. It's sometimes it's a part of life. You just got to get through it, see the light of it, you know, see that in the end, it is actually a blessing. No matter what, you're always learning something or you're getting something from a situation. And it's really just trying, you know, thinking positively, being grateful. Really, that's just an everyday thing. Just waking up going, hey, it's another day. I'm thankful for getting up and getting going, and thankful for who I have and what I've got. It's a beautiful thing, you know, just that grateful mindset. And it can be hard to do, but, you know, I've through a lot of, you know, constantly just realizing my blessings and not, you know, just changing that mindset. You don't want to think of, oh, you know, like this is what I got. No, this is a blessing. I have more blessings than anything, you know. And once you change that into a positive mindset, you can actually start seeing your blessings just start adding up, and you just get anything and everything that you've ever wanted and your heart's desired. You know, it's a beautiful thing.
And from one tarot reader to another, do you read for yourself?
Yes, absolutely.
Got it.
Yep. That's I had to have that moment with the cards. That's how I became comfortable, is once I learned my tarot profile, you know, learning my personality card, my birth card, and I've done my year graph, you know. So I've done actually my graph throughout my lifetime to see the phases of, like, you know, your 10-year cycle, and you know, just to kind of see your themes a year. And then I've taken my life path, and I'll like take your personal year numbers. So it's just, once I got into all that, it all just started going wild, and reading for myself really was enlightening for me. I became comfortable with the cards, and I was able to read them more easily. And I hear music a lot when I read. It's always like songs and stuff. And sometimes I'll be like, what in the world was that? I don't even remember hearing the song ever. And then I'll YouTube it or search it up. And then I'm like, where did this come from? I just have no idea. I've never heard the song before, but okay. And then it'll have a message. It's whatever comes through the cards and the song, and it all just kind of intertwines. And it's just like, all right, whatever. We're going to go with it. We're going to have fun.
Got it. I mean, it's just amazing, all of the different, like, we could call it like the tapestry of talents, you know, that you're really weaving here in order to create a practice that is so uniquely you know. And we could try to like paste them together. It's like, oh, it's tarot, oh, it's astrology or numerology or mediumship, but you know, we don't have to.
It's all
Yeah,
it's just a big, you know, quilt of, you know, all these different things all together. And but that's everybody is all these different things all together, you know. That's the beauty of our uniqueness.
Yeah, 100%. So what are some of the things that inspires you, you know, as you continue your journey forward and continue learning and continue evolving?
Oh goodness, just healing, helping healing. That's knowing that, putting my word out there. If I can help anyone in any way, spreading out as much as I can, you know, information, love, anything that can help somebody, you know, pull themselves out of that darkness, or help somebody, hey, maybe figure out like, hey, you know what, I'm going to go for that next, you know, promotion, or I'm going to go for that job because this is what I love to do, or I'm going to go for that person because I know that I love myself and they love me and they treat me right, so I'm going to go there. You know, it's just a different multitude of things. And I don't even know. I'm sorry, I got lost there. It's so much all together, and it's overwhelming once all the information kind of goes into it. So
yeah. So this, I mean, I could come up with questions all day, but I just want to
yeah,
check
of course.
in. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, good.
Listening to this conversation.
Sorry.
No,
I ramble a
I
lot.
love it because it excites her, because like a tarot reader, fellow tarot reader. So I'm just sitting back here and just observing, but taking in the information, just how like there's different ways to help serve people and help them to get to that insight or the information that they need in a moment to push them forward in their own journey. And I love tarot readings because the fact of how the tarot readings, they call you out on exactly like what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is like the people out there, and like for me, I've been that person. I say, oh, I just want a general reading because I know like I have a lot of stuff going on, and then the cards just call it out like, yeah, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. But it's so awesome. And I love what you said, like the music, because I was wondering like what type of music is going on in your head, like rock, techno, all the above.
Anything.
Elevator music.
Seriously, I've had classical songs pop into my head, where then I've had, Led Zeppelin pop into my head. Then I've had, oh goodness, and I've had like old country and then just all sorts of different, songs, metal. It's just, it goes on and on. Like seriously, anything that kind of pops in and I gotta search it. Like, oh, there we go. A lot of songs from movies and stuff like that too. It's just crazy. Like, 'cause you're like, wait a minute, where did this come from? And then you search it and you're like, really? Okay, we're going to go with it. And then you just keep going. And it just, sometimes I look at it like, all right, cool. Whatever. However it's going to work, it's going to work. All right.
Yeah. I have a question that popped up. And this is for both of you. Both of you guys, because you both are tarot readers. Is this a curious cat question? And it's when somebody steps into a reading, and I just want to hear both your perspective on this. The information that they get in that moment, do you feel that the information that they receive from the tarot, from the deck, is based upon their choices up to this moment of getting a reading, but from the actions that they've been doing to this moment, this is what could potentially happen? But then, like for me, I'm thinking like, is it like a butterfly effect? Meaning like, if you make one different decision, one different action after that, then the trajectory of what the tarot reading is telling you can shift to something completely opposite type of thing. I want to hear both of you guys' perspective on that.
Would you like to go first, Jamie?
Oh, actually, sure, if you want, unless you're good to go. But I got a little bit for there. I'll go first. Why not? Since I'm already talking anyway. So, sorry. Oh goodness. So I've never thought tarot as set in stone. It's never always like this is really like that. It and the butterfly effect. I like how you put that because there's always, when you do something, there's always cause an action causes a reaction. So it is essentially that way. For me, I always feel like having the tarot readings and having an idea of what could possibly potentially go this route, and with things that, like this is your energies going forward, and really that's tapping into what, necessarily you can't feel, like your subconscious. And then, it can turn into, that it could turn into that butterfly effect. But I think in a way that, as long as you're listening to the real message and picking up how it affects you, then it essentially can be a good butterfly effect, I think. You know what I mean? Not necessarily a bad one, unless, you're like, oh, no, whatever. I'm just going to do whatever I want and be negative and blah, blah, blah. And then just, don't go do that. Don't do that. How about that? Just don't do that.
Yeah, totally.
All right, now your turn.
All right. In harmony with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, totally. You know, we're human beings. We have free will. One of the really cool phenomena that I've witnessed is, you know, that the cards have kind of communicated what I'll just say what the client needs to hear, you know, rather than, you know, like detailing something that, you know, that has actually happened or that will happen. It's more like, you know, like guidance to kind of like shift them into a place that is for their highest and greatest good. So, you know, it's really tricky, you know, when we start to get into the, you know, the details about tarot, because there's so much that is a mystery. And I mean, even beyond that, for myself, what something that is really important is what intention am I setting as the reader for that session? You know, it might be to discover something very specific, you know, that the client has requested, or it, you know, might be a general reading, in which case, you know, some other things may come through. So the intention also has a lot to do with it. But, you know, when we talk about, you know, like what the person, you know, like requires to hear for their greatest and highest good, you know, like it's not up to me. And it's such a timeless, you know, like message that it's almost independent, you know, of cause and, you know, like the game of cause and effect. There's so much at play.
So much. There's so many different aspects, like, you know, because you can do one thing, but then you don't know what he's going to do or she's going to do. And then that could intertwine too. And it's like, like all I can do is help you and like tell you kind of which way to go. And if you do this, this is what could happen, you know? So that's what I do love about it too. So I love that. 100%.
It's like Doctor Strange in was it Endgames, where he's like meditating, he's like calculating all the different like possibilities in which they could like succeed. It's like there's no way that we could like fathom all of the different, you know, things. We just got to make a choice and see what happens.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a great question.
It was a great question.
Jamie, can you go into like what it's like to sit down with you for a session?
Yeah, actually, it's just with my friends a lot. When they come over, it's very much like, hey, all right, you're gonna sit down. We're gonna have some cards, you know. We're gonna just flip some, and we're gonna just hang out and talk, and we'll really just kind of talk what's going on, and you know, then I'll just flip some cards and just kind of like see where you're at, and just don't tell me much, just see how you're doing today, like how you feeling, like all right, well, it's just think of something that that you need to have an answer to, you know. Don't even say it out loud, just think about it. I don't want to know, I don't want to hear about it, because I don't want to be influenced by anything. First of all, that's, you know, I don't want to hear it, and I'd much rather have the cards kind of go that direction for me. So I'll sit there and I'll just shuffle them, and I'm big shuffle. I always played with cards, you know, my entire life. I used to sit there on the school bus and just literally just shuffle regular playing cards just all day long, and that's my thing. I'll sit there and just you know, and then when I feel right, I just start pulling cards, and I just boom, I'll hit one, and then a song will pop into my head, or a specific phrase, and then music will kind of intertwine, or there's been times where there's been two songs, you know, popping in one after another, and I'm going, wait, too much. But really it's just, you know, I'll sit there like, I don't know why the song's popping in, but this song I'll start kind of like singing it, and I'll find it and play it, and we'll talk about the card and what I'm getting the information from it, and it's like how they're intertwining, and it's like, okay, well, you know, with Led Zeppelin, you know, Kashmir song pops in, and I'm like, oh, we're just gonna go with it, and it just a powerful, usually like a powerful message, or you know, so much, you know, Counting Crows, you know, like hanging around, that one has always popped into my head when like the hangman comes up. I'm like, oh, come on, really, every single time. I'm like, oh, you're just hanging out, you're not doing much. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Wow.
I try to keep it fun and comical. Like I try to always get the laughter, even if it's a serious situation. Like I always try to get that positivity out of it. Like I get it, you know, serious situations happen. You're going to get it out, you know, get it out with me if you got to. Just cry, scream, whatever you got to do. Sit here and just whatever, and then we're going to move on. We're going to get positive. We're going to see what we can do to change it. We're going to see what we can do to make things better, and just change what you're feeling and change your perception of things.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful that, that you're able to hold that, healing intention, for your clients, and, not just give them the bad news, but actually, like guide them towards their highest and greatest good. So I know that a lot of us are really excited, yes, I'm included, about the mini readings that that you're going to offer. But first, I just wanted to also ask you, are you selective about your clients?
No, I'm pretty well open. I mean, I'm pretty well open to helping anybody. I will usually put posts up on Facebook or something, and I'll just whoever's on there, even if they're complete strangers, and if they want a card, I'll read it for them, and it helps them. They get a message from it, and it as long as I can help, and you need something, obviously you're coming to me for a reason, or I came along your path for a reason. There's always a reason why people come into our lives. And if it's for me to, even if you just kind of glance or by the street, oh, hey, just weirdly enough, and we just start talking about whatever, hey, you know what, you got some issues, you want to, hey, I'll pull a card or two. Why not? What's up? Let's talk. It's really just helping and healing, being around so many different types of people and strangers, and in my current job, I come across people all the time, just different walks of life, and hey, you don't know what they're going through, you don't know what they've been through, and how their day's going or anything. So if that happens to come along and they need my help, I'm going to help them.
Awesome. Everything for a reason.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
All right.
Was there anything that you wanted to touch on before we?
It's I don't want to hold out the anticipation. You got some eager guests, including myself.
All right. I got my cards. I've just got them all ready to go. So
sweet.
Let's ready.
So I guess we're gonna just go for people who responded. So we go in that order.
Absolutely. Please feel free to comment if you would like to have a mini reading. And Jamie, would you like for us to call on people, or to to prioritize people, or would you like to call on who you feel called to?
No, actually, go for it. I go ahead and call people, and I'll do it up.
So the first person who responded on here about asking questions is Novi. So Novi, if you're here, just respond, and if not, we're just going to move on to the next person.
Yep. So Novi, if you're here, just drop an emoji or something so that we know that you're watching. And anyone else who would like a reading, please feel free to comment. A mini reading. Oh, hey, Alicia. Hey, Sandy. Welcome.
Okay.
No, Novi?
No, Novi.
Novi going once, going twice, and now we're moving on. Let's see who's the next person.
Sorry.
The next person is Sunny. So, Sunny, if you're still here, just respond and let us know.
Let us know that you're here. Sunny or Sony.
Yeah. Or if it's Sony. Sorry for that.
Going once. Going twice. Okay, who's next?
The next person is Diksha. Diksha, if you're here, let us know so that way we can get you up here for reading.
And are you doing general readings, Jamie, or are you taking questions?
Oh, but whatever. If they want to ask a question or if they want just a general card, either or. I don't mind.
Okay. Thank you for being so agreeable.
Well, it's one of those things. Boyfriend. Well, we'll see what we can come up with, huh? Let's see.
She's not here either.
No? Let's see.
If you're here, just drop us an emoji.
Oh, well. This is what she got. She got the chariot. So, one way or another, I'm going to find you. So it's really, it can go either or. I mean, I don't know, honey. It all depends on which way you want to go. It's one way or another. Yep, that keeps going on in my head with the chariot. So I can't give you a definitive answer. Really, it's depending on which way you go. So if he's willing to go with you, then I'd say yeah. But if not, well, you'll have to just wait and see.
I like that.
Thank you.
And I guess like once you ask questions, that may not be here. So that way, if they catch this for the encore of this, they'll be able to get the reading. So the other person, Sunny, if you move up a little bit, Sunny just wanted to know about his finances. Or Sony.
Finances. Well,
Sony.
Okay. Finances. All right.
And in the meantime, Ursa, if you're available, just drop an emoji because you're next.
Three of Wands. It's what you make of it. That's what keeps going through my head. So you got to put some work into it. You're going to, if you follow what it is that you're feeling, it's what you make of it. It's what you make of it. That's what keeps going on in my head for that one. I feel good about it, but really you got to put the legwork, but you have a magical touch. It seems that's what I'm feeling. Three of Wands. It's what you make of it. Yep. That's what keeps going on. Once you start putting the energy into what you love and what you're feeling, it will just be like magic is coming from your fingertips. Really. That's what I'm getting from that. So do the work, girlfriend. Your finances will go wonderful. Moving on.
Nice.
And I saw that Disha responded, and Jamie did give you a reading. She was singing this song before, One Way or Another.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I just get a little pitchy there.
Love it.
I can't help it. I love it. I love the film.
So Sandy is up next.
All right.
Hey, Sandy.
She said, or just for reference.
Okay. Just to see. All right.
I saw somebody trying to promote their own readings on here.
Uh-oh.
But they're deleted now.
All right, Sandy. So I got a little Page of Wands. And for some reason, the song, All by Myself, Don't Wanna Be, that one popped in for this. It looks like you're going on a journey, but you're afraid of being all by yourself, afraid of being alone. But really you're not. There's going to be someone with you spiritually. I think really energetically, you're going to be just fine. Whatever journey you're going into, whatever you're thinking about coming up into, like you have this fear of being alone. You have a fear of being by yourself, but you're going to be just fine. You just got to look where the path is being tried to show. Someone's trying to show you that path, showing you the way. Don't worry about being by yourself. You got it.
Ooh.
Weird how this stuff just kind of comes out. I'm like, all right, cool.
I mean, you've got like a great flow, like I'm just sitting here in awe.
Well, thank you. It's great. I love doing it. It's such a good feeling for me. And as long as it's helpful and helping you in any way, it makes me happy.
Awesome. Well, we've got Miss Alicia up next.
What about Debbie? Debbie's before.
Is she? Alicia commented first. It's all good.
All right. Generally.
And Debbie, you're up next.
Okay. Sorry, the song kind of popped into my head and I was like, what? All right, so I've got the Five of Swords here, and for some reason it's like the dun 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 dun, like that background kind of like cartoon, where you kind of have like the ghosts in the background, like the dun 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 dun. I don't know why it keeps popping in my head with this one. It almost feels like something's going on. Yeah, you got. It doesn't feel good. I'm sorry. It doesn't feel good. But it's like an argument of some sort. It's something you feel like someone's kind of like sneaking up. Dun, 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 dun. So just be careful. I feel like there might be somebody in the backgrounds that's going to cause you some issues. Yeah, that dun, dun, I don't know why. It just, I feel like someone's kind of being a little sneaky in the background. Just be careful. That's a warning. So just kind of something, just a heads up. That's all. Just a little heads up.
Got it.
That's what. Yeah. Not sure what it is, but there's just a little heads up. That's all it was. That's all I wanted to be for some reason. I don't know.
I love the levity in it because it like brings me straight to a cartoon. It's
right.
like.
Oh, mama. All right, here.
She says just a gem.
Perfect.
I want to like the song for me, buddy.
Yep.
The cat piano.
Okay. All right, so I love it. So I've got the Five of Pentacles for my mother there. And also the song, I've seen better days. Many ways I've seen better days. And I can't hear it, but that's all. Dun, 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 dun. That's all I'm hearing right now. Yeah, I can definitely feel that song within this card. You definitely see it within the horizon. The better days are right there. They are. And you definitely feel that way. You definitely feel like you've seen better days, but they're right there. The light is there. It's happening. It's just a little longer. It's going to be okay.
Uh-oh. Oh. I'm sure Jamie will be right back. And in the meantime, we'll get Sadaf all set up here. And here she comes to save the day. Yeah. Jamie's coming right back.
And in the meantime, Sadaf, if you're here, just drop an emoji.
Yeah, 100%. And thank you for your comments. Let us know how it resonates with you. Let us know how you're sitting, how it's sitting with you. What it is that Jamie is reading for you. while we reconnect.
In the meantime,
yes.
This podcast is sponsored to you by Keith's Cacao. Ceremony grade cacao. Straight from Guatemala.
Yeah, right?
It's part of my morning routine.
Our
morning routine. Let's see, Sadaf is here.
Oh yeah, Sadaf, are you here to receive your reading once Jamie comes back? Just let us know.
Either way, because what's the good thing when somebody's not here is he or she put the question in here already, so
perfect.
It's all good.
Yeah. Awesome. And yay, Sadaf is here. Perfect.
I guess in the meantime, we could just do a quick ad lib. But no, this has been a very good episode. And I love how the music was showing up for her during the readings, like these different songs. Hopefully there's time to get a quick mini reading for us at the end. But it's really cool to see different ways of how people do their readings.
Yeah.
You have your own way, the way you do your readings. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and of course it's great to have a conversation and to learn from each other and to be enlightened by each other. There's so much out there in terms of tarot, in terms of divination, period, in terms of the realm of spirituality.
It's like the way of tapping into that infinite energy to receive the information. There's all these different ways of being able to do it besides readings. But then last week we had an amazing guest, Alicia, who's on here. The way that she's able to tap into that energy as well and bring it out to help serve.
Yeah.
It's really cool just to see the unique magics of each person be able to do it.
Absolutely. And Sadaf, we're going to come right back to you. But I'd love to just kind of debrief on what Sandy was saying. It says, it's so funny that you said what you did. I didn't ask a question, but I'm wondering if I'm doing what I should be or if I need to switch it up. But I'm always thinking that if I follow my passion, I'd have no support, even though I know better. So maybe I should be looking into that now. Isn't it awesome how the reading can kind of start to give you a spark, here and there, so that you just start thinking about certain things. So it's it's not that the cards absolutely give you, everything that you might be looking for or wanting to hear, but it gets you thinking about some really important things. So Sandy, kudos to you for going to those places that apparently really need your attention. Yeah. So if you gotta think about these things, then please feel free to.
Case scenario.
Bear with us for just a moment. Thanks for your patience. We want to get Jamie back so that we can finish our mini readings and hear about so much more, so many more questions to ask. Just hang in there. And thank you, PREM, for your questions. We've got Sadaf and then you. Hang in there, Sadaf. Patience is a virtue. It'll be well worth it. Awesome. So Jamie will be back and with us in just a moment.
I was about to say, you wanted to pull a card for somebody.
Wow.
If this doesn't work.
Well, I do have a deck of cards just right there and waiting. All right, why not? All right. Let's go back to your question. Sadaf says, married, how's my marriage life? Will be with my husband in the future, and my financial life. You know what's so funny is that many times our love life and our finances happen to be closely related.
She's back.
Here's Jamie.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. For some reason, the laptop just stopped working. I was like, no.
It's all good.
Energy.
Yeah, right?
Woo, woo. All right. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right. So let's see here. I'm just going to find a good spot now for this thing.
Yeah.
And I can absolutely start doing some more readings again here in just a moment.
Your patience.
Thank you, everybody. Greatly appreciate everybody's patience. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna have to do that. Hopefully I don't have anything going on there. All right. Okay, so get back to good to go here. Do a little shuffling. Try and get a couple more cards in here. Oh no, see, and I just dropped a bunch of cards. That's what I get. There. All right. Deep breath. Okay, so who's the next person? Now that I'm good to go.
We've got Sadaf up on the screen.
All right.
And then 2 more folks.
Double question here for her. It's not marriage life, husband, financial life. Okay. Do one at a time. One at a time. Well, I guess the 5 of Pentacles is our popular card tonight. And also, song that came through my head again is you're worried about the being all alone all by myself. That came through again with this card because you're afraid of being by yourself, but you see the light in this, and marriage is going to be wonderful. You're unsure and you don't want to be by, but really this is the light. It's good. It's good. It's loving. It's warm. It's going to be very, just, you can see it. You can see the happiness. So don't be afraid of it. You're not going to be by yourself. You're going to be very happy. Everything's going to be very good for your husband. I don't see anything bad with that at all.
Sadaf says thank you.
All right.
So who's
See
next?
here.
Or
Trying to hear this.
Financial life. Oh, yes.
So financial life, I've got the King of Swords. I don't have much going on for music on that one, but it's really this, what I'm getting from this one is you have a plan. You've already got something in mind. You have there's something that you have step by step in your head that you have planned that you want to go, and you're very confident in it and you feel good about it. And this is what's going to help in your financial life. You've got something in the works, or you've been thinking about a specific thing that you want to go for with your career. You can make something of it. And that's what I'm getting from this is you follow that, you stick to it, and you got it. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, that's what that was saying, because you're afraid of being by yourself, but don't be afraid. You got it. There you go. Do it. Make sure you go through, make sure you have everything in line, make sure you have everything you need, and do it. It'll help. Trust me. That's where you want to go. Very well.
Awesome. PREM.
All right.
I want to settle abroad in Canada with my family permanently. When will I settle abroad? Please.
Well, we'll see. I mean, that's really on you, but it's okay. We can see this. You got this. If you want to do that, you're going to do it. I'll tell you that. How quick? Oh, got a jumper. Ooh. That's a good one. So we got one jumper, but I'm not going to reveal it yet. You're going to have to wait. Oh, all right. So the jumper, we're going to go with that first. We get the sun, and it was, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Right. So it's a very good outcome. Obviously, this is exactly where you want to be. This is all about where your happiness is going to be. And this is the second you get out there, that's going to be where you want to be, and that's going to be where you're going to be happy. Now, what we actually got was the Queen of Wands. And I hear, oh goodness, it's a Led Zeppelin. Oh, End of the Ice and Snow. That one. I think it's the Immigrant Song. But that is along here with the Queen of Wands. So it's telling me that you're very powerful. You've got this. This is saying, this is you. You've got, this power behind you. You're very strong. And whatever you put your mind to is going to happen. And really, the fact that you already know what you want to do and you want to go out there and you want to settle with them, it's going to happen because you're going to make it happen. And it depends on how quickly you want to make it happen, is how hard you're going to fight for it. If you want to be, go for it, do it. Because if you do that, the quicker it's going to happen. Not too far off.
Sweet. Thank you, Jamie. We've got one more. Thank you, PREM,
absolutely,
for commenting. Hey, Brittany.
All right. One at a time, though. Do love life first.
She is there.
All right, so I got 5 of Swords again, so this one's popular today too. But I got the okay, it's this song from Deo, daylight come and me one go home. What is that? The banana song? No.
Yeah.
The one from Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. Yes. Perfect. So that's actually popping up with this card, the 5 of Swords, and so your love life, like, you want that daylight, but you can't force it. I feel like you want to force something, like, I want it. Don't do that. Just let it come to you, because just be at home with yourself, and be at home with that. Like, be okay with where you're at, and know that what you want is you want the daylight. So think about what it is that makes yourself happy, and it's gonna happen. Your love life, for some reason, yeah, what I'm getting from that is that you're trying to force. Like, I feel like you're trying to force the happiness. Don't. It's gonna flow naturally. Don't force it, because if you force it, that's where I feel like it's gonna ruin it for you. Just that's what I'm getting from this. So now we can do finance. But yeah, the banana song. What a song. All right, now the finance. Let's see. Wow, a good card. We got the world. Okay. Definitely a Celine Dion song going on in my head, but for some reason I can't pin it down. Oh, it's like no, it's definitely a good one. I think it's The Heart Will Go On, because it's the beginning, the flute part, like da, 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 da. Yeah, that one. Weird. Okay, we're gonna go with that right now, I guess. Yes. So it's the world. So I mean, really, what I'm getting from it is, don't worry, because it's a beautiful. It's gonna be good. It's your finances. You shouldn't worry about it, because you have the world at your fingertips, and you're gonna be just fine. Like, oh yeah, the heart will go on. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, that's the sign. That's when it's da, 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 da. Yep, I totally hear it. It's finances are gonna be just fine. It's gonna be good. Like, something is going to be coming up here. You shouldn't worry about it, because if you worry about it, it's going to cause undue stress. But just, it's telling me to relax, because the world, it's happening. However, you got something in mind, it's happening. It's good, very good positivity thing for that. So don't worry. Yeah, just relax. Good. That's what I hear, the melody. Just it'll be very good. No worries. Seriously. Oh, awesome. I love it. It's I love doing it, and even though, I mean, you must get it too when you do it for so long. Still, it's so nice, because you're like, really? Whoa, I didn't realize I was gonna hit the nail on the head, but sweet.
Totally.
For sure, for sure.
Okay, well, we're winding down now as we get to the top of the hour. And
I apologize for the technical difficulties.
Hey, it happens, right?
Right.
Do you want to potentially do one more?
How do you feel?
I am open for it. If Jamie is, we just got one more comment from another person. If you're open to doing one more reading,
absolutely. I don't mind at all. Sorry, let's get my phone back down here.
Yeah, I just saw Nessa comment.
Sure, absolutely.
So yeah, let's do it. Is there anything in particular you'd like to get a reading on, Nessa, or would you like to get a general reading?
I'll take it as a general. Whatever she wants. Okay.
Perfect. Her music career.
All right, music career. Ooh, musician. Very nice. Very nice. Love music, obviously. It's always been very musical, though. I mean, goodness, my dad used to always sing to us, just just blurt out just songs, just randomly, just start singing, and just kind of look at him like, all right, sweet. And I do that now all the time with my kids. And my husband's very musical. He plays drums and all sorts of different instruments, and so I did a lot of music growing up, and my mom was musical, so it's just uncle who sang, so I mean musical, grandfather who sang, so it's just, I love it. It's a part, part of life. So I definitely wish you the best of luck, first of all. Now let's see how your music career is going to go. Oh, King of Pentacles. Knew it. Yep. Oh, okay. So you got it. I think it's a Marian Hill song. I've been listening to her a lot lately, so I'm not surprised that she popped into my head. But it's like, you got it. Dun, 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 dun. And it's very, like, ooh, it's a fun kind of like, you got it, girl song. Yeah, whatever you're going to do with your music career, you got it for sure. Definitely stand in your power. Definitely, put yourself out there, because it's going to be worth it. You will be sitting on a throne of riches. You know what I'm saying? Like, in your own way of like your heart, like you're going to be able to express what it is that you love to do, and it's going to be well worth it. So good luck to you, my dear, for sure. Hope it helps.
How would you like to proceed, sir?
What?
Are we concluding?
I am totally open and comments. So,
okay.
How do you feel?
I'm hungry. But that doesn't have to stop.
I know that feeling.
So will you guide the next ones?
The next couple ones? Okay.
All right. So whatever's comfortable for Jamie.
Are you comfortable for a couple more readings?
I'm down.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. Absolutely.
So we have a couple more people. So the next person is Christina, and I'm about to show her comment. She wants to get a reading on her career.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I've got the 9 of Wands for that one, but I can't think of the song, but it's like, you can push me down, but I'm going to get back up, kind of a thing, like I feel like you've been like almost backed into a corner, or there's been a lot of issues going on with your career or your job or your workplace or whatever it is you're trying to go into. Like, you've been through a lot of different blocks, and like, you're trying to get this way and no, and then you're going this way and no, so you're constantly battling, but you're going to be just fine, even though you've been through these hardships and you feel like you're backed up against something. Like, you're gonna be okay. You just got to stick to your guns, stick to your power, you keep doing what you know is right, and you're gonna be okay. But I can see that you've been through some things with your career for sure, and it just take the rest when you need a rest, but you got it. Like, just keep fighting the good fight. You got it. It's good. Gonna be okay though. All right. Hopefully that helps. gonna be okay.
Awesome. And then the last person I see here is Emmy. And Emmy, if you're here, just let us know. Do you have a specific question, or would you like to just get a general reading? And it did work for Christina. She just said, yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Very welcome.
And hey, Christina.
Hi.
I know. Yeah. She went to my high school.
Nice.
Sweet.
Emmy, have anything just general or?
Emmy going once.
Mm.
Emmy going twice. Sold. And then
I think Diksha won already.
Yeah.
But totally up to you.
Okay. This could be the last one.
Okay.
And then
this is the.
Okay, got it.
Oh yes, I think this was the sun. Yes, when I pulled the sun card for Canada. Yeah. Depends on. Remember this one. Okay. All right, we got it. All right. Got the King of Cups sitting on the throne here, and yeah, there it is. Okay. So I think it's a song from Dirty Dancing. It was work, oh, shake it up, shake it, work, oh, shake it now. So you got to put in the work, like I said before. But it looks very possible that you could by next year, but you're gonna have to do the legwork. Work, oh, yep. You're gonna have to do the legwork, but it looks like it's very good chances, but you have to do the work. Make sure you get all T's crossed, I's dotted, get it done. Okay? Perfect.
I love Serena's comment. Two Canada questions for two different people. Is everyone moving to Canada? Might as well.
Oh goodness. It's not far from where I live, so. Oh goodness.
Well,
wow.
Jamie, I mean, like, this has been such a profound experience. You've taken us, like, through the journey of, where you've been, how you got here, and then just, like, actually demonstrating your magic so generously. Like, we appreciate it.
I appreciate that you guys very much for even having me on here. So, I mean, thank you so much. This was absolutely wonderful. Like, putting myself out there and you guys giving me the opportunity was just fantastic. And, I don't mind sharing. I love to try and help when I can. And if by doing this helps as many as I can, I love doing it. So it's just really just doing what I love. So, you guys gave me the opportunity for that. And it's just amazing.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. And for those who are, either just tuning in or are listening to, the podcast on iTunes or, one of the places where you can find us, please feel free to let everyone know where they can find you, Jamie, to receive a reading. Oh.
Well, I'm still getting the domain name right for my website, but really just find me on Facebook, Willow Enchantment. You can do the little @Willow Enchantment, and I can post that after if you know. I think I can have that for you, but just go on Facebook. You'll find me there, and you can always email me, and I can always look that up. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Thank you. Just go there, and you can find me and message me, and I will work with you and see when we can get you in, and I'll see where I can help you for sure. I'll help you find who the who that is you.
Ooh. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for being an amazing co-host.
Thank you, Kai, for being an amazing co-host as well.
Absolutely. And thank you again, Jamie, and also to everyone who's joined us here on the live stream. We appreciate you. It is your support that brings this podcast alive.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you.
We'll see you all at the next episode.
All right.
Stay magical.
Bye, y'all.